Well, for their 50th game, Ipswich keep the side which knocked Forest out of the cup. They're looking for their 100th goal of the season. They've gone 19 games without defeat, but as Bobby Robson never tires of stressing, they've won nothing yet. Spurs have lost only once in the last 15 games. They need the points in a bid to secure a UEFA Cup place, and they were the last side to beat Ipswich, and indeed they put 5 goals past them. With centre-half John Lacey still injured, they keep the side which drew with Stoke in midweek. The referee here is Ray Toseland from Market Harborough, about to start yet another special occasion here at Portman Road on a pitch which has certainly taken a battering, with Ipswich Town in the white shorts to kick off. There's very little wind. The pitch has taken a battering, but so too have Ipswich in the last few games and days, and so too does Galvin there. And Osman, who's very close, of course, to suspension already with 18 points, must have been close there to a booking. But as we were saying, Ipswich have been under a lot of pressure. They seem to have stood up to it quite well, but Spurs have come here to attack because they say that's the game they play best, the game they know best, and they feel they've got a very good chance as Archibald goes in on this one. Butcher gets it. Two sides with tremendous goal-scoring ability. Butcher wasn't, Brazil rather, wasn't offside, but he couldn't actually make the run forward. Mariner, a difficult one as Hoddle covers. Oh, Mariner gets that one, the student gives it away. Good play by Mariner, who's chopped, is down, but the game goes on. In for Gates, but he hasn't perhaps got enough support with Mariner out of the game at the moment. There's McCall out there. And Hoddle holds him up. Free kick. Mariner is on his feet, but it took him a little bit of time to recover from that one from Houghton. And he'd taken, of course, a couple of heavy knocks in the cup replay. But Butcher is up, Osman is up. There's Mariner leaping. And it comes to Brazil. Mills here, giving himself room. But it's Hoddle's ball now. And space for Perryman. Hoddle drives it forward. I think that was aiming for Crooks, who was on his way, but he couldn't possibly get there. Brazil a touch on, Mariner will chase it. Putting McAllister in 2 minds. Good piece of thinking there by Mariner. Mills and Tyson. In for Gates. McAllister behind him. Gates across, a tricky one, it's in! Eric Gates, number 100 for Ipswich Town. And I think he'll admit that he was originally intending a cross, but it doesn't matter. It's a very, very good turn away from McAllister. Good sprint, a drive, and the goalkeeper's on the near post. It's over his head and into the net. So, really, their first assault on the Spurs goal. 8 minutes gone only. Eric Gates, number 13 of the season, 100 for Ipswich. Paul Mariner in the dugout there, getting some treatment, I think, to a knock on his back. Mills here, Brazil on that right touchline. Archibald really after him, and Mills goes down with a knock on the face. And a free kick to Ipswich, with Mills, the Ipswich captain, still down. Archibald's really fighting hard to get a hold of it. Then there's a bang as McAllister comes over and Mills goes down. Mick Mills is leaving for the dressing rooms. There's a problem there. Looks the way he's holding his arms as if he might have damaged a shoulder. 25 minutes gone only. Kevin O'Callaghan. Sixteenth time he's come on as substitute. 8 full games, but it does mean, of course, a reshaping of the Ipswich side. With Walk, it seems, going to fullback. Handball, the cry, but no, says Mr. Toseland. And there was a kick by Galvin on O'Callaghan. A great attempt there. Cleared, not off the line, but certainly stopping it from going in by Houghton. Great attempt by Tyson. While he was hobbling on the touchline, Tyson came very close with that direct shot with Danes out of goal to scoring the second for Ipswich. Houghton doing a fine covering job. O'Callaghan, Roberts and Crooks coming to him. This is Tyson. And what a challenge that was. But the flag was up for offside by Tyson. That was the first infringement, but then there's a booking. Tyson was certainly fouled. It is a booking, but he was offside, so it's a free kick to Spurs. Perryman trying to find Houghton out there. Brazil coming back to cover. Hoddle is square behind him here. Ipswich mark up on the edge of the area, but Spurs have a lot of players forward. It's up to Hoddle now. Doesn't succeed. And it comes to Murin. Mariner goes down the left. It's him against McAllister, with Spurs bringing a lot of players back fast. And down he goes. It's got to be a penalty. That was crazy for Spurs. It was 1 against about 5. And Mariner drove into the penalty area. McAllister went after him and brought him tumbling down quite unnecessarily. Into injury time and penalty-taking time. John Walk against Danes with an injured shoulder. Well beaten, the shoulder really hurts now, I bet. John Walk does it again. His 10th success on the penalty spot, his 31st goal, and just at the time that Ipswich needed it. Great confidence there. Up goes Mariner with McAllister as the whistle blows for the end of really a fairly spicy first half. If this was meant to be a rehearsal for the FA Cup final, I'm not sure it's the sort of FA Cup final we'll want. It started very well for Ipswich when Gates put them ahead after 8 minutes. Then the leather began to fly, a lot of knocks, a lot of late tackles. Mills went off. John Walk had to come back to right back after the Ipswich captain was taken off with what appears to be a damaged shoulder, badly bruised at the moment. There were 1 or 2 bookings, there could have been a lot more, and then in injury time, Walk puts Ipswich 2-0 ahead from the penalty spot after McAllister brought down Mariner. So it's Spurs to kick off the second half here at Portman Road, trailing by 2-0. Let's quickly go to the Ipswich manager, Bobby Robson. Bobby, first of all, how is Mick Mills?
Well, he's got a dislocation of some sort of the shoulder and he's gone to hospital. I've just watched the television there, Jerry. If Tottenham Hotspurs will not play football with us, this is going to be a terrible match. I mean, we've already lost one. We're lucky to have other players on the field of the play. And I mean, and that sort of tackle for me is absolutely disgraceful. And unless the referee does something about it, this isn't a football match. Now, we come here, we want to win the championship by people coming here and wanting to play football with us.
Brazil and Miller. And it's Spurs throw. Hoddle. Oh, that must be a foul. No, he's in possession, so play on. Brook. Tyson coming across. Hoddle. Tyson sticks with him. Tyson again. And forward goes Gates. Mariner on the right. McAllister goes over. There's Brazil on the left-hand side. There's space here and he's on his left foot. Well, Brazil so menacing on this left-hand side in the second half. Very unselfishly set up by Paul Mariner. And what good work there was before that by Gates and Tyson. They look easy, but there's very little target to hit. And Brazil is pinpoint on it. And Brazil's 20th goal of the season surely kills off any possible chance Spurs might have had of getting back into this one. Hoddle swinging it wide for Walk to intercept. Galvin just behind him. Perryman. Crooks asking for the chip forward. He gets it. And a good drive, a good save, and McCall gets it away. Well, that was good play by Spurs, and Crooks denied there by Cooper's fine reactions. A lovely turn here. On the left foot, terrific save, and McCall was there to sweep it up. And the corner taken by Hoddle. And McAllister got a powerful one in. That would have eased his worries a bit if it had gone in. Don't think they made too much difference to where the points are going. As the referee blows for the end of another game, which in the end wasn't a special occasion here, but at least we did see some good spells of football in the second half after the game looked like disintegrating. Alan Brazil, after some excellent work by 2 or 3 other Ipswich players, scored the third for them, wrapping the game up. Final score, Ipswich 3, Spurs 0.